Hello. There's a cutscene right here, so let's do that first.
Pardon me?
Oh, Grin. And you're the woman we saved earlier, right?
My name's Momina. I'm sorry for the way I acted earlier. That was no way to show my appreciation.
Well, you had been turned into a monster and we had just brought you back to life and then you were on an island of people you're afraid of, so you know. Do you need something from us?
Yes. I know it's a bit brazen of me, but I have a favor to ask of you. I want you to take me with you on your ship.
Out of the question.
Are we just gonna end up with the entire population of Karnak on our ship?
Grin, you should know better by now than to tell her otherwise.
Well, I'm not sure how to put this. It's just... she's Rafe's mother.
Oh.
Gren just told me about what happened. That Karnak was burned to the ground. And that my husband and son are still missing. He also told me that, if they're still alive, you two are the only ones who can save them. I may not be able to fight, but I can at least try to help in other ways. The Sandras seems like it could use more crew members. I've heard that even Dr. Azrat is pitching in. Please, I'll do anything I can to be of use.
You should know, there's no guarantee we'll be able to save your husband and son.
I understand that. But I promise I'll work just as hard all the same. If there's even the slightest chance that he and Rafe can come back to me.
What do you think, Shield Brother?
Yeah, the more the merrier. Let her come along.
You sure you won't regret this?
How are you supposed to know that?
You do realize you could die out there, right?
This is like not how regret works. You can't predict regret ahead of time, otherwise you would never regret anything, because you would never do the thing you would regret.
I'll take that risk.
Mrs. Evelys.
Take her with you, Gren.
To where exactly?
The ship?
To the Sandras.
Idiot?
Oh, right. I'm on it. Okay then, Mrs. Evelys. Let's get going.
Dude has like 2 brain cells.
Thank you. Thank you!
His mother, huh?
Yeah, some people still have their moms. I know that that's like a crazy concept. Yo, speed up and a new shop. Let's go. Momina's General Store. How nice. Momina Evilis, however you pronounced it. A woman who runs a street stall in Karnak. She's... Karnak? Karnak? I said it weird. She is deeply worried about her estranged son, Rafe. Her constant fretfulness invites concern from those around her as well. Is there a side quest? I think side quests would be shown as green symbols. Like this. So I'm not seeing one. Alright. I don't think they're gonna have the side quests like super hidden or anything, so I'm kind of just waiting for them to pop up. Can I upgrade my ship at all before we get going?
Adol, Karja. We just got done unloading all the materials we brought with us from Karnak.
Does it look like we'll be able to reinforce the ship?
Well, I'm sure Mr. Ulvar could do it faster and more reliably. But I want to be able to chip in where I can. So I've asked him to teach me how to do the work myself.
Huh? You've been teaching him about ship maintenance?
I figured the son of some merchant wouldn't be fit for this kind of work. So I turned him away over and over, but the stubborn little bugger wasn't taking no for an answer. When it got to the point where I couldn't even have a peaceful sit in the outhouse without him hounding me, I just gave in.
Reasonable.
Seriously? Huh, never thought I'd see the day you'd meet someone more stubborn than you.
Figured he'd start whining and run off once I put him through the ringer. But turns out this kid's got some real guts, and he's pretty damn sharp when it comes to this stuff.
Count me impressed.
You lot are headed for the other side of the tyrant, right? Why not let your little friend here handle all the work? Including reinforcing that hull of yours.
Huh?
Ain't that just throwing him off the deep end?
Yeah, he screws something up. The ship and everyone on board will be guzzling salt. But that's all part of the job. In this line of work, your mates put their lives in your hands every single day. You don't take it seriously from the start, you'll never be able to call yourself a proper shipwright. But I imagine you already made peace with this fact back when you escaped the tyrant. If you're still naive enough to think that someone's always gonna be there to bail you out or teach you what to do, then you shouldn't be messing with ships in the first place.
Olvar.
Understood. I'll give it my all.
It's settled then. All the repairs and upgrades you need while you're out will be his responsibility. Looking at the work he did to get you ready for the tyrant, I can tell you he knows his basics well enough. Show him what you got out there, kid.
I will. Thank you for everything.
Don't screw this up, crews, or we're gonna throw you off the ship. Ship refittings in the Sandras' common room. How nice. Design and training text found in the ship tab of the inventory. Yada, 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 yada. Alright, cool. New refitting and training
What are you
proposals.
after today?
Oh my goodness, there's so much! Brake-oriented cannonballs. Do undergo a boot camp to foster cooperation while helming, improving speed. Go first aid and Mirabelle, improving HP, yada yada. You do improving strength. I definitely want strength up. Major refit 1 build reinforcement. Bolster the Sandras' build, strengthening her fundamental capabilities. Yes. Price 415 and 57 of our whatever? Definitely.
There! She's better than ever now.
Break, defense, and handling all up. You love to see it. I mean, I guess I just want to do as many of these as I can, right? Definitely want
Seems
strength
you're
up.
getting the hang of things.
Commission Olvar to perform basic refittings that emphasize offense. Yes, please.
There! She's better than ever now.
Better than ever. Here, why don't you add some defense while you're at it?
There! She's better than
Holy
ever
cow,
now.
this is such an insane buff. Unlock standard projectile smasher shot.
There! She's better than ever now.
First aid training, sure. Why does first aid training need aged wood?
Seems you're getting the hang of things.
I sure am. Let's get that speed up.
Seems
I've
you're
just
getting the
been
hang
waiting
of
for a
things.
moment to do all these upgrades. Maximum rapid shell ammo to 20. Sure.
Ha! That'll do the job.
I up it to 25. Special ammunition mini bleed. Develop a special ammo with the blueprint and add it to your arsenal. Let's go. Is this the
There.
fireball one we got?
She's better than ever now.
Need more red drops for that. I'm gonna do as many
There.
upgrades as I
She's
can.
better than ever now.
25. All right, cool. There we go. We did all the
Looking
upgrades we
for
could,
anything
and I
else?
am out of money. I am poor now. Get that in there. R10 and R1X. Very nice. And I was about to say we have this right. Well balanced. Yeah, let's go with more of a braking one. Yeah, it's a lot of brake. We don't need more damage, really, because broadside salvo is how we, like, really do damage, so.
Looking
Alright.
for anything else? Knock 'em dead
Shit.
out there.
Ship is super upgraded now. You love to see it. My mates put their lives in my hands, a scary thing to think about, let alone accept, but I'm serious about this. Even if my skills are still limited, I want to do my absolute best as a shipwright. So if the Sandras needs any work done, just leave it to me. It's not much, but I've loaded some salt-cured fish onto the Sandras. If you run out of provisions, you can eat them in a pinch. That'll be a big help, thanks, Magni. Can't explain why, but fish always taste so much more delicious when Magni prepares it. Let's grill some up straight away once we set sail. He just said to save them as emergency rations. Come on, Philia. But I get where you're coming from. Magni's fish always have a unique texture and flavor to them. Still, for my part, no one cooks up seafood tastier than Ezer. Woo, go Ezer, winning hearts through stomachs. Maybe you should tell that to the kid himself, Karja. I'm sure he'd be happy to hear it. Maybe if I get the chance. What do you mean if you get the chance? Switch, by the way. Map. Map is what I wanted. What's this green? That's just a waypoint to travel to. I don't see any side quests, so let's go. Time to head out. Adol, Karja, you good to go? Got pretty much everything before we set sail. No, I mean inside the ship. You sure you don't want to give it a once-over? There are more things you can do now that Cruz and Mira are aboard. You two are the head honchos. You should really go check out your options. Wow, some solid advice there, kid. Aye, the Sandras is basically a full-blown mobile base for us now. Dogi, mind man in the helm? No prob, take your time. What a bro, that Dogi. Me and Ezra talked out. I'm going to be taking over at the helm for a while. Couldn't call myself a man if I dropped the ball on him, so here goes nothing. Alright, wait, you have a side quest.
Hey,
Adol, Karja, I got something I want to share with you. Back when we were stranded on Termina Island, I came across this old worn-out map. Showed it to one of the guys from the Sea Force, and they said it might actually lead to treasure. Treasure, eh? Piques your curiosity, don't it? What do you say we go a-hunting? Found what looks like an old map while we were stranded on Termina. Showed it to someone in the Sea Force, yada yada. Couldn't hurt to mount a search. Show me the map already, Dogi. Just try to contain yourself, okay? Ta-da. Definitely looks like a treasure map. Right? I was pretty excited when I stumbled on it. Like I said, I let one of the Sea Force members take a look, and it seems like the real deal. Just think, untold riches hidden right here in Abelia Gulf. Really gets your heart racing, am I right? Let's get searching already. Easy there, brother. Let's calm down a sec. Never! Now listen, maps like this can be found all over Abelia Gulf, and that's because Normans and other pirates have been operating in these waters for over 100 years now. It's not uncommon for them to be fakes made to trick gullible saps or lead to loot that was snatched up ages ago. Bet the guy you asked about it was Sagan, wasn't it? That flake was probably just messing with you. Was he really? There's a chance it's real though, right? I mean, I can't say it's flat out impossible, but... Save your breath, Karja. There's no stopping Adol once he gets like this. And hey, if something valuable does turn up, maybe we can put it towards rebuilding Karnak. We're already sailing the high seas. Can't hurt to follow up on this along the way, right? Have it your way. We'll lend a hand when we have some downtime. Let's go ashore and take a look if we happen to cross the island shown on the map.
Let's give it a go.
Mini Mappy returns. Yeah, okay, game. Wait. Do you have another side quest? Island shit? No, okay, it's just that we're on your side quest. Got it. Woo! It'll be okay, Cruz. It'll all be okay. With the improvements you made to the Sandras, she can definitely make it through the Tyrant. Ah, you heard that? Sorry, probably doesn't inspire much confidence. Ulvar lent a hand with the refits, so I'm sure we'll be fine. Probably. Alright, bro. Are you seriously fishing again? You do know we're about to take on the Tyrant, right? What can I say? Looking at the sea gives me the irresistible urge to cast a line. Helps to calm my nerves. Think of this as my way of unwinding before we start crossing those currents. Alright, bro. Alright, bro. The Trident, eh? We've been getting beat left and right, so it's high time we turn the tables on them. And with you two, we might be able to do just that. I wouldn't get too comfortable. The Sandras isn't up to snuff just yet. Oh, stop your worrying. As long as I'm here with you, we aren't going down that easily. There's no sturdier ship than Fellowship, am I right? Yeah, the friends we made along the way or whatever. Hello. Ta-da! What do you think? Is it magnificent or is it magnificent? Don't tell me. Did you haul this pile of junk aboard back in town? Ah, you take that back. These are the Karnak Free Youth Brigade's treasures. The polar opposite of junk. What kind of treasures? Oh, it's got all sorts of stuff. A little bit of everyone's favorites. Really glad Cruz and Mira are okay, but we still don't know where Rosa and Rafe are, or my pops and the other townsfolk either. If I can't have them here with us, I at least want something to have something to remember them by. I guess that's fine then. But the waters can get pretty stormy out there, so make sure you can keep it all stashed and out of the way. Roger Dodger. Roger Dodger. Thanks, Karja. Duck Dodgers. You can now modify the Sandras. Call for Cruz via the table, yada yada. We gotta tune the ship up on our own, huh? Sounds like a tall order, but it's worth doing. Let's pull together and make it work. Ah, there you two are. You need a stock? Just had some things to hand over. Take these. Ah, fish bait. Golden anchovies. For onyx tuna. This looks different from the usual fishing bait. That's because it's for ocean fishing. Abelia Gulf's got a lot of places fit for pulling up tuna. Two seem to have a knack for fishing, thought you should give it a try. So we'd be casting right off the Sandras, eh? Wouldn't mind giving it a go if you find a good spot. Use fishing bait at spots out in sea to go tuna fishing where you can reel in giant catches not found by the shore. Alright, cool. Feel free to tell me about any new catches you land. As a fellow fishing buddy, I'd love to hear it. You can report fishing results to Joel. Alright. Since when were we fishing buddies? Sure, fine. Anything with the Lila shell? Still have very few red drops. Got a couple of blues, couple of yellows. Okay. Not sure that I want to split that. The release line, please. Ooh, baby, look at those gains. Open those up. We have another blue, so this will get us normal attack evasion up. Sure. Yeah, this one got to 5 for some reason, even though it's only 4 of them. I don't know why. I'll give you a strong arm to get your critical damage up. Alright, well, we have one extra, whatchamacallit, on Adol. We're gonna get one more when he gets to level 27, it looks. I'm pretty sure that'll be level 27. And then, Karja will get 2 more. So we'll have 2 more once we hit level 28 and unlock the next depth. I wonder if there's a reason to ever not just have every single area maxed out on the same color. Who knows? That should do it. Let's make sure to always do the rounds whenever the ship gets new crewmates. Right then, if you're all set, let's get going for real this time. Yeah, return to helm. Yeah. Report adventures. There's no new progress. Fishing results.
Let's see here.
This is what you pulled in, huh? Nicely done. Let me give you a small token of my appreciation as thanks for sharing. Happened to fish it up a while back and figured it might come in handy for you.
Be sure to use this wisely.
I'll use it however I want. An ebon ring. We take those. That about covers the report. Let me know if you catch anything else. Anything I want to do with the
Tinkering
Sandras?
with ships is fun.
No, we already did all these
Anything
upgrades.
else? You know where to...
Alright. We didn't talk to them down here. Side quest. That's exactly what I was wondering. Say, Princess, you're the captain of the ship, right? Something I'd like to ask you about, actually. Do you have a minute? Sure, there's some kind of problem. Not so much a problem as it is, well, to be frank, the Sandras just doesn't feel very lady-friendly. It doesn't? First of all, there's no changing room, and any empty compartments are being used as storage. There's also only one restroom. The renovations we made may have improved the Sandras' performance, but the interior is practically untouched. I know you're used to long voyages at sea, Princess, but your average woman would feel pretty ill at ease here. I guess I can see your point. But I'm not talking about just us either. If we could just set up a few more facilities, they could make everyone's time here a lot more comfortable. Take the kitchen and mess hall, for example. A little ingenuity could go a long way in making them more accessible. Doing that would make eating meals that much more enjoyable. You really thought this out, huh, Mirabelle? Yeah, her request is sound. We're likely to have more passengers in the future. Best to start thinking long-term about these things. Appreciate you two taking this under consideration. Is there any way I could get you to help out with it? Alright. Say no more. Wonderful, I can hardly wait already. What do we need to do exactly? I discussed it with Cruz, and he gave me a list of all the materials we'll need. You have to gather 50 basic craft stock, 3 Celadon clay, and finally 3 aged wood, then we'll be right as rain. I might already have all that. We just used a lot of that for ship upgrades and whatnot, though. That sounds like a lot, but oh well. Okay, Adol, let's go round up those materials when we get the chance.
Alright, let's do this.
Sandras spruce up. I took the liberty of getting the sickbay back in order while we were on Balta Island. Now we can be ready to go no matter when either of you gets hauled in. Why the assumption that we're getting hauled? Well, you both have a tendency of risk-taking, don't you? I'm very good at noticing these things, I'll have you know. Sea travel is a constant battle against illness and injury. If you're ever in a rough spot, just come and see me. Alright, I got your quest. Let me know once you've gathered them all. I guess I must not have them all. Inventory? I have Celadon clay. I have aged wood, so it must be the other thing. The, nice key items. Recipes. Where? Ship. Where does it show? It says new. Stop saying new. Rare materials. Do I not have any of it? Of like the basic ship thing? No, I have it at the bottom left. I have 20. Okay, and I need 50. All right, there it is. It shows it there instead of in the inventory for some reason. Look at all those stats and gear. Look at all that.